Yo, what's going on, guys? Sinister Skater here, and today we're going to be talking about how to get more headshots within Black Ops 3. I feel like the whole concept of getting headshots is pretty simple, but people still ask me how to get them since I've gotten Diamond already, and like how to get them easier. Straight up, it's not that hard. All you have to do is aim for the head, and that's it. Like, you just aim for the head. But I'm gonna be expanding on that, sharing my mindset on when I'm trying to go for headshots, and I also have a few tips that might make the whole process of getting headshots a little bit easier. So let's just hop right into this video. So the whole mentality that I go through with getting headshots is, if I'm going for headshots, I'm going for headshots. And like, you're diehard going for headshots. Like, you're just set on aiming for the head if you really are dedicated for getting these headshots. Every engagement, you're thinking headshots, headshots, headshots. And you also got to be smart and make quick, almost like mindless decisions on which gunfights are headshotable and which ones you just have to go for the kill, so you don't end up going like 6 and 20 each game just going for headshots. For an example, like yesterday I was playing on Hunted. I was on the raised area, a balcony on the open side, and there was a guy approaching from the ground. So I started shooting at the head because I'm going for the headshot, but he boost jumps up, and it was like really close quarters, and I really wasn't going to get the headshot, and I was about to die. So I had to make the decision to aim at the body or hip fire, or you stay alive. You know, you just got to be smart with things like that if you want to preserve your KD. Because if you're set on headshots, you're going to lose some gunfights, and you might not have the best KD. So if you're smart, it'll help keep your deaths down. But overall, like I said, it's like headshots or die, literally. So that's the whole mentality. Now, some tips do help you get the headshots easier. For attachments wise, obviously you're going to want to use the red dot sight or the ELO sight with that, small pinpoint red dot reticle. Because it's easier just to pinpoint the head, and you got that little dot, you just aim on the head, it's easier to get the headshot. Another attachment you're probably going to want to use is grip if it's available. This reduces your recoil, makes it easier to aim for the head, pretty straightforward. Another tip is your sensitivity. Lowering your sensitivity will make it easier to be precise. It's just like, the lower your sensitivity, the less your gun moves around quickly, and it's just easier to be more precise and aim at the head. So if you're not, I'd lower your sensitivity down to maybe 5 if your aim's off. Do that. Like, if your aim's off, just lower your sensitivity bit by bit until you can start getting more consistent headshots and accuracy. Now, bursting your weapons and knowing when to reset during gunfights. Bursting weapons give easier control and allow for pinpoint accuracy, allowing for easier headshots. So, just burst your weapons. Don't be spraying full on, just kind of burst here and there. Now, resetting, what I mean by resetting is if you're spraying and your aim is getting, so you're aiming at the head and your aim's starting to pull up because of recoil and it's getting off target, just stop firing for a split second and let your reticle reset and then fire. Like, seriously, just let go of the trigger for like less than half a second and then refire, and this really helps with finishing the kill off and getting the aim back on the head, especially with weapons that, have a little bit more recoil, like the Weevil or something. I was trying to figure out how to get headshots with the Weevil because the thing had a lot of recoil yesterday. I started moving on to SMGs, and I just found myself going really high in the head. And if you're ahead in the gunfight and the guy doesn't have a lot of shots on you, and you're about to kill him and your aim starts going off, just let go of the trigger for a little bit, let the reticle bounce back down, and then fire again. And you get way more headshots. I've been really successful with the Weevil that way. So that's a really good tip if you're kind of finding your gun is going crazy. And the last tip I have is to get yourself a pair of control freaks, or raising the thumbsticks in some way. If you don't know what control freaks are, these are attachments to your controller that raise the thumbsticks higher, and the Xbox One Elite controller does this as well with the built-in interchangeable thumbsticks. The science behind this is pretty much the higher your thumbs are, the more control you have over your controller and the easier it is to be precise. And, they really help your aim. It may take some time to get used to if you decide to pick them up, but once you're used to them, you can't go back. It's just, you have way more control, and it's easier to aim with these control freaks. I don't know what it is about them, but they help a lot. So if you don't have yourself a pair, go ahead and pick yourself one up. So that's all I have. So you can use these small tips in combination with the mentality that I shared, and you should be getting way more headshots if you aren't getting them already. And if you're struggling trying to utilize these tips in multiplayer, go practice some on some bots and some private games or some, and then once you're used to that, you'll give it another try, and you can just do that over and over again until you feel comfortable, and then you're getting a bunch of headshots in multiplayer. So with that, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you found out how to get some headshots easier. I mean, pretty much straight up aim at the head. So yeah, thanks for watching. As always, guys, I'm Skater, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.